So for years, I told people that stress was the enemy of everything good. It increases your risk of the common cold to heart disease and depression, and if you want to lead a happy and healthy life, you need to avoid stress, or at the very least, reduce stress. But I've changed my mind about stress, and today I'm hoping to change yours, and by changing your mind about stress, to actually make you better at stress. They found that for some people in this study, having a very stressful life increased their risk of dying over the next decade by 43%. And that's the statistic that we are used to seeing. Stress will kill you. But that was only true actually for a very specific subset. It was for the people who most strongly believed that stress was harmful for their health. And the people who had the most stress in their lives but did not view stress as harmful were the most likely to be alive at the end of the study. So somehow you have a group for whom stress is a risk factor, and another group for whom stress is a protective factor. And people who hold a more balanced view of stress, and in moments of stress can choose to bring to mind some of the upsides of stress, they seem to be more protected from those things. They're happier, they're healthier, they're more engaged and satisfied at work, they have better relationships, and they're even better able to find meaning in the things that are causing them stress. And researchers found that when you go to people who are under a lot of stress and you teach them about the stress mindset effect and show them how to think about stress in a way that makes them better at stress, it actually also improves their health and their happiness and their engagement at work. Most people, when they think of stress, they think of two words, fight and flight. And we've all heard that term, sort of fight or flight response, as a default response to stress that is super unhealthy, toxic state that maybe turns you into the worst version of yourself, where you are only going to be hostile, aggressive, unskilled, or panicked, afraid, paralyzed, and running out of the room. And of course, if that is your response to stress, it really can impair your ability to show up and be your best self and perform under pressure. But what most people don't know is that fight or flight is just one way that your body and brain can respond to stress. And that actually your body and brain, you have a whole repertoire of stress responses. Some of them are healthy. Some of them are very skillful. And some of them help you perform your best under pressure. One of them is a challenge response. And when you allow stress to be a catalyst for connecting with others, you make available the biology of hope. And you can even heal your heart while you're strengthening the relationships that are so important to our well-being. And the biology of all of this, it's fascinating, but it's just the beginning, because the biology propels you to different ways of thinking and acting and interacting in ways that can radically transform your experience of stress. And when you embrace these aspects of stress, you're not just getting better at stress or making your stress response healthier. I think you're also making a really profound statement. You're saying that you can trust yourself to handle life's challenges. And you're also remembering that you never have to face them alone. Thank you.